Hello friends, childhood is probably that phase of life which most of us remember with a smile and loads of nostalgia. If you were asked to shut your eyes and remember a time when you were 10 or 12 or even younger, what would you remember? Most of us remember friends, travel with family, a favorite food or toy or place. But for some of us, childhood also brings back feeling of fear, pain and even shame. It is a fact that for many children, a happy, secure growing up remains a dream. But that is not how it should be, right? Let me ask you to reflect on a few questions. Do you ever think children also have rights? In a family, are all children treated in the same way? Do all children have a voice? Have you ever asked children for their opinion on anything? If no, then this session will help you to understand them better. Our aim in this section is to understand who a child is, what are rights, do children have rights? In your understanding, who is a child? When this question is asked, we have often got the following responses. A child is someone who is not mature enough to take decision, has not completed the age of 16 years, can understand difference between right or wrong, is below the age of 12 or even 10 as children mature so fast nowadays. Now let's look at the legal definitions. As per the UNCRC, the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Children, the universally accepted definition of the child is any person who has not completed 18 years of age, which means that if a person is 17 years, 364 days, she or he will be considered as a child, not as an adult. The same definition has been adopted by the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2015. Therefore, any person below 18 years of age is a child. Think about some needs and wants that you may have. They could be, I need a cup of coffee every morning. I want a house of my own. I want everyone to wear a mask. However, are each of our wants and needs a right? Needs can be basic, necessary for survival, or they can be aspirational, which makes them a want. All wants are associated with some need, but that need may not be a basic need. Children may need food to grow, but they do not necessarily need new dishes cooked and fed every day. This is a want. Both needs and wants do not place duties or obligations on anyone for fulfillment, especially not the state or government. It is thus very important to understand the difference between a need and want or a right. Rights are those needs, therefore, which are ensured by the law. So, if I ask, do children have the right to food? Yes. To play? Yes. To a name? Yes. To own fashionable clothes? No. That's a want, but having a clothes is a right. To an education? Yes. To protection from violence? Yes. To have a mobile? No. To have a say in decision made about them? Yes. To have a pet? No. Rights are realized, respected, protected, facilitated and fulfilled. Governments are the duty bearers of the rights. They have an obligation to fulfill them. All children have rights and many of these rights are similar with those available for adults. But because children are more vulnerable and dependent, they do have additional protection rights when compared to an adult. It is also important to understand that all these rights are recognized in international agreements, also like the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Child. Rights in India are ensured by our constitution. India has ratified the UNCRC in November 1992. By acceding to the convention, a country promises that it will make the provisions of the convention available through its own laws, policies and schemes. The UNCRC is a legally binding international agreement setting out the civil, political, economic, social and cultural rights of every child, regardless of their race, religion or abilities. UNCRC has 54 articles altogether. 1 to 41 defines what are the rights of a child and 41 to 54 defines the responsibility of the state to ensure these rights. For ease of understanding, rights are defined in the UNCRC have broadly categorized into 4 sets. Survival rights includes the right to life and most basic needs required for existence such as nutrition, shelter, access to medical services, etc. Development rights include the right to education, play, access to information, freedom of thought and religion. Protection rights ensure children are safeguarded against all forms of abuse, neglect and exploitation. Participation rights means children have right to express their opinions, to have a say in a matter affecting their own life. Please do think about all these and ensure that every child you come across enjoying all these rights. Thank you.